Okay, so you first want to click on this plus symbol right here, and okay, it'll say use style. So by default, it'll go to the normal style, but we want to create a custom and a brand new style that we can edit. So the options are learning, concise, explanatory, formal. We will go to create custom style, and then from there we're going to write in our new style or the preferred style. Share a writing example or describe your style, and Claude will make a custom writing style tailored just for you. So we're going to go here. Oh, we can even, yeah, we can just simply upload it, or we can copy and paste it, paste text right in here, which is pretty cool. So I would go to describe style instead. And then we have a couple of options here. Define style objective. Is it to sell a product? Is it to teach? Tailor to an audience. Who is your audience? If you already have an avatar that you're teaching to, or a group that you're teaching to, then you can pretty much call them out in this description. Use a specific voice and tone. Try something like write in a warm, approachable tone with light professional humor. So I love it because it even gives you an example right here, and then it says describe generally whatever the tone or the style should be. So here's an example of what I put in terms of style. I want to teach the complex process of credit repair to an audience ranging from 18 to 29 years old who have never been taught about credit, and an audience of 40 plus who have challenges with past credit accounts and are ready to learn new strategies. I like to use clear and impactful titles followed by short bullet points with no more than 40 words per bullet, including empty spaces. My tone is authoritative and facts plus data based. And so now Claude has generated the style. It looks like it says on your left, your custom style. And then on the right hand side, it says, you can still select different styles as well. Preview with an example. So let me see. If we can preview with an example, let's go to a custom email. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, good. We're making this right. Your order issue, dear customer, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We sincerely apologize that you received an inaccurate item or incorrect item in your order. We take full responsibility for this error and want to resolve it immediately. Here's what we'll do. Okay, and then it goes on and on. So that's a pretty good example. And then let's go to marketing and blog just to see. Sustainable fashion trends, what's changing the industry. Okay. And looks like it's doing that 40 words per line, including the empty spaces, or 40 characters per line, including empty spaces. So I do like that. Nice. Okay. So next we'll give Claude some context about you in order to better understand who you are. And so let me go to settings. It should be down here. Okay, got it. And so even here, you can actually put instructions for Claude. This will sort of be your global instructions. Nice. So again, we went from settings to general, and then this will be our a profile setup. So what best describes your work? Love this. Instructions for Claude. Claude will keep these in mind across chats and co-work with Anthropic's guidelines. What are your preferences in terms of how it looks as well? You can also change the font, change the voice, and all of these other features here. But let's start with what best describes your work. So let me go here, select. Okay, I'll just select finance, and then let's see, who are you? Let's go to instructions for Claude. So here are the instructions I gave to Claude. It says for business, B1 Bridge Solutions LLC. Purpose, I teach an audience ranging from 18 to 57 years old about credit repair, personal credit card stacking, business structure, business funding sequences, relationship banking, digitizing products and services, marketing effectively, and building a business that does not fail. And so these are some of the must-haves. Always write responses for 10th grade reading level. Provide a clear purpose title. Provide answers in bullet points with 45 characters per line, including empty spaces. Always ask if I want PDF format. All right, so next we'll look at memory, the memory settings. So we'll go to settings, select privacy, and then right here you can go to manage memory. So over time, Claude will actually will save all of your conversations across all of your different projects, which we'll also talk about. And then it will begin to learn patterns, what projects you typically go back to over and over again, how you speak, what you search for, just different patterns, just actually really leverage the data. So this is a good feature to look into. You can actually delete sections of the memory as well. So if you wanted to just manage your memory and what Claude knows about your projects, you can easily manage it here. So these are the settings or capabilities I've enabled or disabled in Claude. So search and reference, let me zoom in a bit. Search and reference chats. Just gonna turn that on. Okay, okay. Generate memory from chat history. This is automatically on. You can view or manage your history here. Import memory from other AI providers like GPT and WriteSeed, other providers in general. Tool access mode, tools already loaded. So I just changed this one to tools already loaded in order to speed things up for me. Connector discovery, let Claude surface connectors from the directory that may be relevant to your conversation. So that's pretty good to know. Artifacts generate code, documents, and designs in a dedicated window alongside your conversation. That's pretty cool. AI-powered artifacts, inline visualizations. It automatically creates charts, diagrams, and conversations, which is really good. Code execution is always on. This is always on as well. And then we have the skills. Next, we'll talk about projects. It's very easy to create projects. You would just literally go to this project tab here on the left-hand side and then go to new project. We'll give it a name. So it'll be, let's say, my first project. And then what are you trying to achieve? It can be a goal of getting a perfect credit score. Perfect credit score. Perfect credit score. Cool. We'll just create the project and then it'll open up in its own window and it's a dedicated workspace that will only focus on the instructions that you give it. So you can give it, let me see, and literally the instructions right here. You can upload tons of files here and then you can actually prompt it and tell it how you want it to help you to achieve this perfect credit score. So the instructions, just hit that plus button, write all of your instructions here. Be specific as possible. I like to give it a purpose. Then I like to give it an agenda, which would be, like bullet point one, bullet point two, do this, do this, do this, and then give it a result also. And, the result will obviously be to achieve perfect credit score. Achieve perfect credit score. Tools help me to strategize and achieve yep, perfect credit score in 6 months. Perfect credit score in 6 months. Provide insights. Let's see about my credit. And then you can continue to give it instructions, sort of following that cadence, how you want it to be displayed, and just other details that you want to give it. So now let's talk about the different models within Claude. So Claude is not just one AI. If you go to how can I help you today to this question box and select that down drop, Claude is actually three different AIs that you can switch from one to another. And then there's even more models on top of that. So they got the Opus consumes usage limits faster than other models, 4.6. Then you got Opus 3. We got Sonnet 4.5. Looks like this is the fastest, most efficient one, a brand new one. And then we have again the Sonnet 4.6, responsive everyday work. And this is one of my favorites, most capable for ambitious work or for high stakes work. So Opus consumes usage limits faster than other models, but it is very effective if you have already created the presets within Claude and know exactly what you want to extract out of it. So if you're not necessarily clear about how you want to use Claude or you still, working through it, then I would go for something like the Sonnet 4.6. But for those who are like power users or already have a purpose in mind, an agenda in mind, a result in mind, you definitely want to use Claude or Opus 4.7 for that type of work. Nice. So the best way to get the a deep response out of Claude, and because not every question needs a super deep, in-depth breakdown. But so let's say you do want to get like really granular to the details, you can just add this to your prompt. So I want to learn how to build a six-figure company. I offer um, business structure, business structure and funding. And then you want to add this prompt to it. This is the prompt right here. It'll say, take your time. Oop, go back. The verbiage that you want to add is take your time with this one. Take your time with this one. So whatever your prompt is, you'll have your prompt right here in the front, and then you'll just add, take your time with this one. So this will tell you, in addition to, of course, changing whatever your AI model is, or having that already preset, you have to do that in the beginning. But in addition to that, you want to tell it to take your time with this one and give it a prompt to process. So that concludes the Claude workflow and walkthrough. For any more questions or concerns, Feel free to schedule a call so we can get your questions answered and we can leverage this powerful tool. So I'll see you guys in the next one.